here, babies. Oh my goodness.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about pickling beets. I have quite a few beets that I've pulled from my garden, beets that I've gotten from the farmer's market, and I've been waiting a little bit to do this, been a little lazy. But today that is what we are going to do, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how to do that. So come along. Little side note for a life update also, I actually just found out that I am anemic. So that kind of sucks. But I don't think it's affecting my health too much. I just had a test that came back for my blood work a little off, and I just have to take iron pills, so we'll see how that helps. First things first, I got this recipe off of a website. I'll make sure to add that link right below, that way you can use it if you want to. I'm going to scrub all of the beets next. I'm going to get all of the dirt off. Beets grow on the ground, they're covered in dirt. You gotta make sure you get all of that excess off before you start pickling things or roasting it. I am gonna use a potato scrubber. This is tremendously helpful whenever it comes to cleaning off beets, cleaning off potatoes, cleaning off anything that you can think of, just whenever it comes to getting like dirty surface items. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to chop off the roots of the beets. That way they don't get pickled along with everything. Now that I've cleaned everything off, see what I'm talking about. Whenever you do this, be very careful. Beets stain very badly. They stain your fingers, they stain your countertops, they stain your clothes. So just make sure that you're paying attention to where you're putting your fingers and not getting the beet juice anywhere, because it will stain everything. Does anyone else's dog act like that they have a snack to be given to them anytime you have a cutting board out? Because my children do that all the time. I also did just want to mention, in Oklahoma, it is finally cooling down. It's been so nice outside. It's been so great to go out and relax. Got that like brisk fall breeze that's starting to blow in. Can't wait for the cooler days. That's what I'm talking about. When you cook your beets, you're gonna put them in a foil boat. That is gonna help preserve the steam. That's gonna help cook them faster, and they're not gonna be real hard whenever you pull them out. You're gonna crunch that foil around those beets. I'd say probably put about 10 to 12 of them inside it, and then sit it on a rack. That way it doesn't burn the bottom, instead of sitting it on a cooking board. Now that I've got the beets taken care of with chopping off the roots, cleaning them up, next step we're going to do is we're going to toss them in the oven. We're going to set the oven to 400, we're going to let it preheat. It states that you're supposed to put the beets in there for about 20 to 30 minutes. You're going to let them cook. You want them to become soft. Therefore, throughout that time, try and grab them and pull them out and check them with a knife to make sure that they're not overcooked, because you don't want them to be mush. You just want them to be al dente. Normally when you finish cooking your beets, it says that you should remove the skins off of them. I don't care about the skins being on there. It doesn't really bother me. I think it may just be a texture thing for someone. It doesn't harm you to keep them on, so I'm going to keep them on. It's just less stuff for me to do. There's your beets. Nala likes to do this thing where she sits at our fence and she looks through that one little slat, because we have a neighbor that has a massive Great Dane. His name is Duke. He's a sweet boy. And she just wants to say hi. but he's kind of shy. He doesn't really ever come over near her, so she just waits. That's Lila. Next thing it says to do is you are going to take your vinegar, your salt, your mustard, and your sugar, and you're going to put it in the pan, and it is going to dissolve, and you're going to bring it to a boil. I did double the recipe because I have quite a bit of beets that I got from the farmer's market, so these are double the ingredients than normal. I also ended up buying my own pickling spices. The recipe doesn't call for these, but I do want to use them just to give it a little bit more flavor. All right, we are boiling now. It says to lower the fire. So you can let it simmer just a little bit. All right, while that is simmering, I'm going to take a jar. I believe this is 32 ounces. I can never remember exactly. 24. Anyways, you're going to take this jar. You're going to take your beets, and you're going to add your beets to your jar. Once your vinegar mixture gets done boiling and then it sits a little bit to cool down, you're going to pour it over your beets. Got your beets in it. You'll take your peppercorn, you'll add it to your jar. Now that we've had time to let the vinegar cool, we're just going to pour it into the jar, and then you're going to seal it up with your lid. Alright guys, it fit all the way. Perfect amount of liquid in there. Hopefully these are going to turn out super nice. These are refrigerated beets. These are not canned beets. So you don't have to go through the canning process, obviously, like you normally would if you were to can them. You can just pop these in the fridge and they should be good about in the next 24 hours to let that vinegar soak into them. So,
This is my friend. This is the second time we found him in our backyard. He is precious.
alright guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I have so much fun recording these and I'm so glad that I'm doing it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye guys.